Hello everyone, and welcome back to Minecraft Tekkit. Now, as you may see, there are a few differences. First of all, and of course I would just say this, the most obvious is I've got a camera. Hopefully this will make episodes more enjoyable, both for Minecraft and just in general, really. So that's something I've added. If people want to see more of it, then I'm fine with doing that. Of course, if people don't want to see it, you can also let me know in the comment section and I'll edit them out of videos instead, that's fine. A second change is that some of these also look different. For example, the machines look different and the door looks different. That's because they weren't originally textured with Sphex. Thank Tomo is a nerd for that. He was the one who got me the textures. So now, luckily, I can actually play the game with them all being textured. There's only a few things that aren't, so it looks pretty nice. Anyway, enough with all of that. Let's see what we need to do this episode. So we have our basic machines at the moment. We have an extractor, a macerator, and a generator. Generator has a lot of power. There is one problem, however. We can't rely on coal. Coal, as much as it's not necessarily a bad thing, it's finite. It will run out, even though we do have 3 stacks. Obviously it is going to last us a good while, but if we're thinking ahead, we do need to consider that eventually it will run out, and when it runs out, we are in a bad place. So there's actually a few things we need to do. First of all, we need to get ourselves a bat box, I believe. In order to get a bat box, I believe we need a few batteries. The reason we need a bat box, it stores power. The reason we need to store power is because it means any power we get that would have been excess is instead stored rather than lost. This will generate a set amount of power per second, and if it's not used, it will just go. It won't actually be, stored, it won't be saved, it will just disappear. So we need to make sure that doesn't happen. Now, we need 3 batteries. In order to get 3 batteries, we need a lot of tin and tin wires. We also need a hammer, which I believe we have somewhere. There it is. We'll get everything out. So we have a forge hammer, we have a cutter, we have 4 tin. That's not too bad, but we need more. We have tin ore, there it is. So let's macerate this while we wait. We will get ourselves some tin plates. I think we're going to need more than this. Yeah, we're going to need 4 more, which means we need 2 more tin plates or 2 more tin. Meanwhile, we also need redstone and an insulated tin cable. We need 3 of these. Do we have any tin cable anywhere? We do not. Alright, so we will wait for some of this tin to macerate. It's actually doing it fairly quickly. We have a lot of iron, okay, and some jungle wood from the rubber wood we had before, I believe. I will still have the coal in here. Keep half on me for the generator, which, as you see, goes down pretty quickly. Alright, so we put the iron in the chest. We don't need that. We have 2 tin ingots. That is what we need for the plates. And we need ourselves 6 redstone. And we need some tin wires, which means we need to get some of our rubber out. Only 3, I believe. We should be fine. Everything else, I think, is just wood. Yeah, and another tin. Actually, we need another wire, so we need another rubber. We'll just keep transferring the crushed tin ore over until we get what we need. I think this is enough, actually. If we turn this into plates and then cut these plates, we should have, yeah, well, more than enough. More than enough, yeah, that's fine. Alright, so we got 4 wires. We need to put these wires here. We put the redstone in and the tin casings. We get 3 RE batteries with 1 wire left over. We put, oh, actually, we need more wood. Do we have wood? I did get some earlier, but I don't think we do. We have rubber wood. We should probably turn this into jungle wood. I don't think we need anything else. Put the coal in now. We do need a bit more coal, actually. So, put the 3 RE batteries in here. Luckily, exactly enough wood and a wire. And we got ourselves a bat box. Now, we do actually need more wires to connect them all, which means we need to insulate the ones we have. We don't necessarily need to insulate, but if we don't, it means every time we go near them, we're going to get electrocuted, which obviously is not a good thing. I also need to move this, which means we need bronze. So, bronze is... do we have any? No, copper. So, I believe bronze now only use the ingots and not necessarily the dust, which is you know, it's nice. It doesn't really make sense, but it's nice. I believe I was wrong. We need 3 copper dust and tin ore. No, sorry, 3 copper dust and 1 tin dust, which means we should probably start macerating some copper, because copper, we need 3 of it for 1 tin, which means we need a lot more. You don't need too much though, we only need a little bit. I need, let's say we'll keep 5 tin ore. Just keep the rest. Smelting, of course. We actually probably will get overclockers at some point, which just speeds up how quickly these macerators go. It's just a nice quality of life thing, really. It just makes it go faster. It just saves us a lot of time, obviously. I mean, yeah, I guess I'll just come back when some smelted. Alright, I think 4 should probably do it for now. It will only give us a little bit of bronze. It will give us 4. Actually, yeah. Meanwhile, I'll start smelting this. I'll wait for this one to be done. And there we go. So I believe we need 6, if I'm not mistaken. Where is the wrench? Let's look at the recipe of it. Just go past it. Yep. We need 1, 2, 3, 4. We only need 4, actually. Yeah, that's fine. That's exactly enough, in fact. Put the wood in there. No, I'll keep that just in case. Put the tin ore in there. Copper ore in there. Crushed gold ore, actually. We could probably smelt some of this. Of course, we do not need to do that for now, so we will leave it in there. Alright, so we've got ourselves the bat box. We will put it, I want to say here, where the generator is. Alright, I'm going to take the coal out, wait for this power to get removed, and then we will be able to do that. So here's a wrench. Shift used to rotate blocks. So if you right click a block while it's facing you, well, it depends on what it is. If it's, for example, the output of a block, it will, if you right click it, it will break it. If you right click it on a not output, it will set that block to the output. And of course, if you shift use it, it will basically just keep rotating it around until eventually, you know. We want to save durability though, so I'm not going to do that. Alright, so the generator is now just using its last bit of power, which should take, in fact, yeah, I'll just get rid of it now, that's fine. I believe I need to... Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so it turns out I actually got the wrong wrench. That's a little bit annoying, to say the least, but that is fine. So, we don't... What do we need, then? I do not know. Excuse me while I just can't make bronze dust for some reason. We need to find the actual wrench. I'm not entirely sure what this one even does. Buildcraft, forest. Oh, it's a forestry one, of course it is. Industrial craft, here we go. This is what we need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I had a feeling it was a bit more expensive than that. We'll put this one there. So this is for forestry stuff. Similar logic to industrial craft, I suppose. It just costs more. So that's a problem. Is it nighttime? Yes, it is. Interesting. You see my little death point over there. There we go. 6 copper ore. That's more than enough at this point. We got ourselves a little bit of tin in here as well. Can we fit this? No, we can't put it there. In fact, we'll keep this as like a minerals chest, I suppose. Anything of value. How much do we need? 6. Alright, while we wait for that. So, we need to consider solar panels. So, there are several ways of making power that don't require, I guess, finite sources. You have wind turbines, you have water mills, that sort of thing. And while they do all work, they're not as effective as solar panels, despite the fact that they only... Oh, there we go. Despite the fact they only work for half of the day, solar panels are actually really good. So that's probably something we should consider getting, but solar panels are full expensive. All you really need is 1. 1 is better than nothing, let's put it that way. So, what we need a generator. We need 3 glass, we need 3 coal dust, and 2 electronic circuits. Honestly, not that expensive. There's also a solar distiller, which basically just turns water into purified water, which, depending on what machines you want to use, is either good or just completely pointless. So, yeah, let's start working on that. That's just a fuel source, I suppose. We need to macerate 3 coal. We need to... There we go, we got bronze. We can get ourselves the wrench, finally. We might EMC some more of these, just it's easier, really. For the time being, however, there is our... where do I want to have this? So the generator there. This will work. We need to dig down a little bit though before we do this. That is the output. So if we put this here, and then put the generator here. Okay. There we go. And this should hopefully mean if we put coal in here, that this gets power, which then in turn powers this. It is worth noting that the further a power line goes, the more power loss there is. So realistically, you want to keep it as compact as possible. But hopefully we don't need to worry about that too much. You can also have several bat boxes if this gets full really easily, which it kind of does, considering it only stores 4 and this is 40,000. It's not that good, it's just okay. So there are a few things we need to do. If we want to get a solar panel, we need coal dust, we need 3 glass, which is fine. I don't think we have it anywhere. We also have a lot more iron than I actually anticipated. That's good. So do we seriously not have any glass anywhere? Do we even have any sand? We don't have glass or sand. Now, initially this might seem quite bad, of course. There is one thing that's noteworthy. So if we put... where is it? There we go. If we put a cobblestone in the macerator, I believe it will make us sand, and from there we can mass produce sand in the energy condenser, and we can then turn that sand into glass. There we go. So let's just make ourselves a bit of sand with the EMC we already have. That will be more than enough. If we need any more, we can just save this one. From here we need to turn a bit of sand into a bit of glass. We'll put some of this in the chest just so we don't lose it. Move this out of the chest and into here. Oh, wrong one. There we go. In fact, we'll put it all in there, we don't need it. So when this is smelted, we have a glass. We can then put this glass into the energy condenser. Get ourselves way more than we realistically need at the moment, but that's fine. I only need 3, so I'll put the rest in there. Put the coal in here. So we have 3 coal dust, we have 3 glass. All we need now is a generator and 2 electronic circuits. The generator is still going, it's still powering the bat box. As you can see, it's not even full yet, and this is done. Should probably put copper ore in here. If there's something you can have in there, you might as well. There's no reason not to. Anyway, generator. We need a basic machine casing, which, as you remember, is 8 iron plates or 8 iron and a hammer, which we have more than enough of. Although the hammer is actually running out of durability, we can make another one fairly easily. Hopefully this is enough, or do I need to... yeah, that's fine. Alright. So we then need to make ourselves another RE battery, which is 4 tin casing, 2 redstone, and an insulated tin cable. We just need to find our tin. Where is it? There it is. It should be enough, I believe. But we have tin on us already. Tin cable, so that should be fine. Just turn this into tin item casings. We need 2 more redstone. Let's bring the redstone with us, might as well. Probably need it later on. So we then put our cable at the top for tin item casings, and we get ourselves an RE battery. From there, we need a furnace, I believe. Yes, we do. We just need to get ourselves some cobblestone from the chest. Pretty simple, this one. There is our furnace. The furnace, our RE battery, and our basic machine casing. There is the generator. Now, what's worth noting, we can equivalent exchange these things. This has an EMC of 2,700, which is effectively about 10 iron. So, if we really wanted to, what we could do is this. Put our basic generator in there, and 32 iron, and voila, we have ourselves 3 generators. That just saves us having to craft them again. It just saves us a lot of time, to be completely honest, and that's why I love equivalent exchange. It's just, it saves time. This is running out of fuel. As you see, this is overloaded. This can't take anymore. So this is where you start putting coal in, otherwise it gets lost yet again. So now what we need is 2 electronic circuits, which yet again have an EMC, which is amazing, honestly. Insulated copper cable, 2 redstone, and another iron plate. So we need a lot of copper, which of course we have not actually that much. I was sort of expecting more, but maybe not. Is this 2 different coppers? Yes, it is. So if you have 2 different coppers like this, you can just put them in the same chest. Or you can put them in the condenser, which just turns them into the same thing. Pretty nice. So we will turn this into some cable. We will then... So we only have 1 rubber left. This is the point where you can effectively just... Yeah, just make more rubber. Like, if you're that sort of stuck with rubber, you can just condense more. It's pretty nice. And then turn this into cable. We need a iron plate, which we have now got. And voila, we should have ourselves a circuit. From there, we can just make more of them. Put a bit of iron in there. Voila, we have 4 more. So now, we, I believe, can make ourselves a solar panel. We can, of course, make more solar panels if we get ourselves some iron. Put this in the condenser, put the solar panel in the condenser, and voila, we've made ourselves 2 solar panels. Now we have 3. Very nice. So, what do you do with solar panels, you may ask? Of course, it being now daytime, actually. Very good, this helps my explanation. So, we go to the roof, which is barely a roof, but it... Shut up. So we mine a hole in the roof, and here is one of the connections. Now, if we put ourselves some tin copper cable here... Tin copper cable. No, tin cable. I don't know what I was saying there. So if we put a solar panel here, here, and here, these will all connect. This will power up because it's daytime, of course. Take away this, which has already grown grass. That was very quick. Come in here, and despite the fact that this generator has no power, so it shouldn't be outputting anything, this is actually going up. And this is also running, which means we can realistically use one machine forever for free. Unless it's nighttime, in which case we can't, but that's fine. Eventually we'll get to the point where you have so many of them that even if it becomes nighttime, it doesn't matter, because you've got so much power that you're just not going to lose it anymore. There's no reason you'll be losing it. So this is the basic machine setup I'll be using for this episode. We have our generator at the top, which can power if we need extra power. We have 3 solar panels, which just generate power for us during daytime. We have our bat box, which stores power and then outputs it to these 2 machines, or any other machines we want. We can also put one over here, here, and over here, here, if we really wanted to. And then, of course, we have the extractor and the macerator. Next episode, we'll be starting another mod, which I'm sure a lot of you will like.